Christina Crawford, and this is Entertainment Northwest, a weekly show devoted to bringing you news, entertainment, and behind-the-scenes peek at what's new in your area. Let me introduce you to our neighborhood. Behind me is our station, Retro Television Network, RTN 24 Spokane. Next door is the Inlander, and across the river is the Veterans Memorial Arena and Star Theater. A little ways down the road is the INB Performing Arts Center, and about 2 blocks south of where I'm standing is the Bing Crosby Theater, Big Easy, and the gorgeous new Fox Theater. In Idaho, where I live, there are festivals, theaters, musical theater, and clubs showcasing local musicians and regional bands. So let's go inside and see what's new for this week. I'm Christina Crawford. Welcome back to Entertainment Northwest. We have a ton of information for you today. The Interplayers Theater has a reduced Christmas Carol, and that is through December 23rd. So they have both matinee and evening performances. Call for ticket information. The Bing Crosby Theater has New Year's Eve, ballet, and bubbly. And then after that, in January, thinking ahead, there's the Great American Trailer Park Musical and the Spokane Jazz, March 8th, Ladysmith Black Mambazo, March 11th, and Kathy Mattea on April 13th. The Fox Theater has Holiday Pops, the Spokane Symphony, and Doc Severinsen. Call for tickets and dates. The INB Performing Arts Center has Riverdance from January 18th through the 20th. Then in February 2nd, they have Three Mo Tennis with the Spokane Symphony. February 8th, they have the comedy of Jeff Dunham. And February 21st through the 24th, Gypsy. The last of the Best of Broadway series ends with Mamma Mia. So call for information on those dates. The Spokane Arena has the Wrangler Pro Bull Riding Classic, January 18th and 19th. And then after that, they have Blue Man Group, January 27th. This group has been a staple of entertainment in Las Vegas. So if you haven't seen them, do take this opportunity to see these crazy guys. They're wonderful. January 31st, the arena has Stars on Ice. And then at the Beasley Auditorium in Pullman, Washington, they have the Eugene Ballet, February 19th, Perro Negro, March 30th, and later on in the summer, Elton John is coming to the Beasley Auditorium, so you will want to call for information on how to get those tickets. Now, we have a wonderful, wonderful set of information for you. The University of Idaho has the Lionel Hampton International Jazz Festival. This is an annual event that was actually founded by Lionel Hampton himself. This year, it takes place February 20th through February 23rd. On February 20th, these are the evening programs. They have daytime competitions and mentoring, but these are the evening programs. February 20th, New Orleans is in the house. This is paying tribute to the birthplace of jazz, and they have wonderful featured artists. February 21st, features some of the freshest sounds of today's jazz while showing off some more traditional styles. February 22nd is Masters and Mentors. The Masters meet the hot young players. And then February 23rd, which is a Saturday, is Hamp's Big Band Birthday Bash and Dance Party. This is taking place at the Kibbe Dome, so that's going to be a huge dance floor. The Battle of the Bands meet, and those bands are Lionel Hampton Big Band and Clayton Hamilton Jazz Orchestra. That's at the Kibbe Dome with dancing. That's certain to be a fantastic conclusion to the Jazz Festival for this year. This is a premier event, always sponsored by the University of Idaho in connection with commercial sponsors. And their School of Music is actually named after Lionel Hampton. And he was the one, of course, that started the festival. And this great artist has always, in his lifetime, he gave opportunity to young players to continue the legend of these great performers and the music of jazz. So that is something that if you have never been there, please do take the opportunity to go there, to see the young students, to enjoy the great jazz of the accomplished professionals, and if you can, go on Saturday for the big band's blowout bash. Don't go away. We have a very special program in store for you. I'm Christina Crawford, and Entertainment Northwest is at the Carousel and in downtown Spokane, and we are going to go inside and actually ride on the carousel. So come on in and join me. I'm Christina Crawford. We are at the Carousel in Spokane, and my guest from the Spokane Parks is Debbie Dodson, who's going to give us some information on the history of the carousel, and then we're going to get to ride the carousel. Thank you, Debbie, for being with us.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Oh, and the history of the carousel is?
The carousel was built in 1909 and delivered to, by Charles Loof, and it was delivered to his daughter as a wedding present. It has been in Spokane since 1909, which is actually very rare for a carousel to be in one location like it has been since its inception. We're getting ready to celebrate its 100th year. Through the years, originally it was down at Natatorium Park and was transferred to this location in 1978. Hundreds of thousands of kids have enjoyed it since that particular time when it came to Spokane. And a lot of people have fond memories and will continue to do so for a long time.
That's so beautiful. Now, that was quite a wedding present to get a carousel. My goodness, I never heard of anything like that. That must have been astonishing. When I was a little girl, I used to ride the carousel, and I remember that you got a ring. Do they still get rings to throw?
Oh, absolutely. We still have the original ring arm from 1909 when it was actually installed. We have plastic rings that people use, and they can throw it into the clown. We also have, if you get the brass ring, you get a free ride on the carousel, so that's one of those treasures that people remember fondly.
And you know, that has become getting the brass ring has become like a metaphor for success.
Absolutely, and that's where it comes from, is the carousel.
Isn't that wonderful? Thank you so much, Debbie. We appreciate it. And now we're going to ride the carousel.
Thank you very much. Enjoy.
The carousel is open how many days a week?
It's open 7 days a week. It's closed in January and February for restoration, but other than that, it's open 7 days a week.
And it's open 12 noon to?
The hours vary with the season.
Okay. All right. So they can call the parks